Many people are in the bank because many people are dying.
Idam's the producer.
Everything are you never see it. It's my girlfriend's birthday. Now I saw the lazy youth. Only more one time we see me on the lobby set. Go to work, go to work, go to work. Go to work, go to work, go to work. Go to work, go to work.
All right, welcome to the show. Spring Trends, pressure to war. So many things are going wrong in this country. And man, we need the government to step up. We need the relevant authorities to do the right things to solve our problems and to give us more cash, to give us fuel, and to end all of the hardship as we go into the elections. 3 days before the elections, and it's heating up really. Campaigns will end tomorrow, and I'm sure that you've made up your mind on who to vote. My name is Emmanuel Ojadigele, and I'm welcoming you to Spring Trends on Western Spring Television. Now let's go straight to what we have for you today. Yesterday, social media was on fire, not literal fire anyway, but because the First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Buhari, took to her Facebook page, her social media actually, to post this fake letter that was purportedly released by the Central Bank of Nigeria. In that fake letter, as you can see on your screen, Aisha Buhari shared that the CBN said that due to the current an unpleasant situation happening in Nigeria in line with Mr. President's order. According to our letter, the CBN had ordered banks to start taking to recirculate the 500 naira and 1,000 naira notes. But immediately after that, the Central Bank of Nigeria came out to debunk it and say that we never gave that directive. Let's see what the Central Bank had to say. Show us the Central Bank's directive. It says CBN sticks to presidential directive to reissue only 200 naira old banknotes. That's what the CBN, gave as response to Aisha Buhari's tweet and Instagram post and even Facebook yesterday. And immediately after the CBN's, response to it, Aisha Buhari also gave her own response. Now let's take Aisha Buhari's message that she put up on her Facebook yesterday. She said, and I read, disclaimer, it has come to my attention that a certain fake news was posted on my social media handle, Instagram, which also directly connects to my Facebook page earlier this morning. I've since directed that it should be deleted. This is without doubt the criminal actions of the persons who are responsible for deleting quite a number of my posts since 2018 to date to last year, when I posted a video and picture of my hands with henna design of a bat insignia on the day I launched the APC Women Presidential Campaign Council Committee for Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Ilorin, blah, blah, blah. This person is a hacker, criminally minded, with the intention to continue attacking my reputation. But I'm assuring you that this is the first and last. I'm disclaiming fake news on my handle. It is the responsibility of the security agencies to find out who I am sharing my social media handles with, despite being verified accounts, and take all necessary actions. Auntie Aisha, between you and me, between you and I, did they hack your account? No. Tell us the truth. Was your account hacked? Because if your account was hacked, there is no way you have access to it to immediately write a rebuttal. So we want to know who hacked your account, when it was hacked, how it was hacked, and who asked you to post that thing. You will still tell us, the people of Nigeria, who gave you the information that you shared. But then let's see how Nigerians have responded. We'll start on Twitter this morning. Bat Exterminator begins our comments this morning. Bat Exterminator says, Aisha Buhari cooks up this fake news from Oza room to disinform Nigerians to remain relevant. Is willing to go against her husband's directives. That's from Bat Exterminator. Dr. Arolo Ayola says, if Aisha Buhari was not the first lady, she'll probably be cooling off at the office of the DSS. It's so absurd to see that it is the First Lady that is spreading fake news against an institution of government after her husband made a clear communication on same subject. Deji Toby says, they've taught Madam Aisha Buhari the politics of fake news. We deserve to apologize to Mommy Dame Patience Jonathan. Nigeria has never gotten so low as this until APC happened to us. Imagine First Lady of even Somalia spreading fake news. Miriam Rabiu, still on Twitter, says, Nigeria's First Lady, Aisha Buhari, is effectively spreading fake news about her husband, President Buhari, on Instagram and Facebook. It's really end times, oh, really end times. Alaka always says, Buhari will give directives. First Lady will do her own. Supreme Court is doing its own. And APC governors are doing their own. Well, CBN has debunked Aisha Buhari's fake news. And you can see his last response there. Henry Shield says, the wife of the president, Nigeria's First Lady, the assumed closest person to the president, Mrs. Aisha Buhari, came on social media and posted fake news against the CBN. I'm shocked. Yes, everybody's shocked. I'm so shocked. So shocked. Dr. Ugo M. Kelechi says, APC First Lady Aisha Buhari is the next person trying to drive fake news amongst the Nigerian populace. Nigeria has never gotten this low as a country until APC arrived. And you want to reward them by voting Tinubu or voting PDP's article, who's learning? Vote them out. Now, from there, we'll move over to Facebook for more comments. Charles Awuzia says, Dear Aisha Buhari, please stop acting smart. You may be smarter than Buhari and Tinubu, but you are not smarter than Nigerians. How can hackers hack your account, but you still manage to post? If a hacker gets a hold of your verified page, which has two-factor authentication, why did they not lock you out or post against your husband's government? They play, just they play. We are your playground. Make I shut up before you send me to NGA. With you everywhere na nga. But Biko, don't lie to Nigerians. You know why you deleted the Ashwaji post. You also know why you allegedly distributed fake news. Now you be Kabalu. Now you be everything. Innocent Tino says, Omo, does it mean that Aisha Buhari, they carry fake news? She posted this now and CBN says it's a lie. There is a big fight happening right behind the scene if Aisha can post this fake news. With this, I now believe that Buhari is on a mission that even his own house is against to save the nation. And our last comment there on that story is from Charles Ogbu. It says, this Aisha Muhammadu Buhari is a shameless, classless woman who would do anything for power. Imagine a whole First Lady to over 200 million Nigerians deliberately sharing fake news just to heat up the polity and cause more confusion to people who are already on edge. I hope the US mission Nigeria and UK in Nigeria are taking note. All the way from Aisha Buhari, let's move to Lagos at the Teslim Balogun Stadium, where, presidential candidate of the APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, held what he referred to as the mother of all rallies. And let's take some videos and show you how that rally went in Lagos. All right, you could see the crowds there that came out. In fact, according to Tinubu's supporters, he found it difficult to make his way to the venue of the rally because of the way people blocked, his way, and he didn't get there on time. But then let's take reactions. Let's see how people received that news on Twitter yesterday. We'll start with Asiwaju 2023. It says, anytime anybody says Tinubu owns half of Lagos, I won't argue again. The king literally had Lagos on standstill today. That's yesterday. What a grand finale to a wonderful campaign. Oluwashola comes next as the said Tinubu crowd in Lagos and Kano today are rented. Don't worry, when results start flying out, you see rented numbers in their millions. Make una they play, just they play. And Channels Television reported yesterday that members of the Nigerian Army Military Police detained a man suspected of smoking illegal substances during the rally for APC presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu at Teslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos ahead of the Nigerian presidential election. You can see them trying to. I wonder why they are flogging the man. This doesn't really appear to be detention. It appears to be some sort of brutality. You don't beat someone you are trying to detain, except of course he was resisting arrest, and I don't see right there if he was resisting any sort of arrest. Well, we'll move over to Wale Adedayo. Wale Adedayo says, no be by crowd though, but you know if you see draw for Lagos, Tinubu will beat you silly. Hashtag Tinubu in Lagos. Ayoko Tor comes next. He says, what you have noticed is the fact that the stadium that Tinubu is using in Lagos today for his grand finale rally was an abandoned project in 1999. Tinubu built it. So Tinubu is using one of his track records for his rally today. What about your own candidate? Very good question there. Dr. Volkanovsky says, Lagos lockdown, the king is back. The city boy is back to Lagos. I told you years ago that he's the big masquerade. The boss can't move. HOD Violence Department for PO says, each time Tinubu comes for rally in Lagos, tell Jide Sanwo-Olu, as governor of Lagos State, to publish how much leaves the state coffers. One old man steadily milking the state dry. Well, you can't have it all, rosy for you and your candidate. Loveday Ojinuka says, Tinubu in Lagos versus Obi in Lagos, placing side by side the picture of the man who was detained for taking illegal substances and the young boy who stood in front of Peter Obi's convoy. Ada Tinubu says, Tinubu Lagos, we don't make online noise. These are number of votes Tinubu will be getting on Saturday. No cash, no fuel. Lagos is batified. And of course, our last comment comes from Duchess of Bodilon. She says, while the grand finale is going on in Lagos, Kano APC was in Bichi local government doing the work of the Lord. Yanyi, Unanogo see draw. But that's that about Tinubu's campaign in Lagos. Away from that, we move straight to Rivers State, where Governor of Rivers State, Emperor Nyesom Wike, as we like to call him, was dragged on social media. Why was he dragged? Some days ago, Wike was talking about asking people in Rivers to vote for a candidate that will not kill or jail him when he gets into power. Remember the running battle between Governor Wike's G5, part of the PDP, and of course, the candidate of their party in Saturday's election, Atiku Abubakar, and Senator Iyorchia Ayu, who is the national chairman of the PDP. But let's see why he was being dragged on social media yesterday. We begin with Chud. Chud says, Wike is threatening Rivers State local government area chairman that he will fire them if they fail to deliver their polling units. Wike is the biggest coward ever seen in Nigeria politics. Why force Muslim ticket on your people? The people of Rivers State will respond at the poll. 99% of press says Governor Wike is using LGA chairman to incite the people of Rivers State against Peter Obi. He's using tribal slaw that Obi is an Igbo man who will deceive and suffer them if elected as president, asking them to vote for Tinubu. I am not surprised. He once vowed before God. Now, that vow that he was talking about was Wike saying that he would never leave the PDP and he will support whoever emerges as presidential candidate. Nkem says Wike went to tell Rivers State people that Peter Obi is an Igbo man, and if he is president, he will take over their land. And I ask, which Peter Obi? Is it the same Peter Obi that rejected lands and houses as the governor of Anambra State? Please make it make sense, please. Interpretative journalist says, character, politically, economically, socially, and the spirit of nationalism, Peter Obi is better than Wike. For these reasons, Wike is jealous of him, really, and doesn't want him to win because many of them in the South, their political surge would disappear. But Wike is not God. He can't. Pios Minchik says, Wike is going as far as threatening local government chairmen, and if they don't deliver Tinubu, he will withdraw their chairmanship. And he even promised them money for the highest LGA that delivers Tinubu. Obedient, call your people in rural areas. Now, B says, all Wike had to do was settle with Atiku so he can block access, and after the election, continue with internal party politics. If Bats no come win, what next? Hope that a novice like Sim will not protect himself first. They play. Pearl says, why is Wike threatening to fire Rivers State local government chairman? if they fail to deliver their polling units to APC presidency. In a democracy, why? Son of Saraki says, Wike lacks courage of conviction. His current crusade emanated from the loss of both presidential and vice tickets during the PDP primary. Fact is that if he strongly believes in justice, equity, and fairness, he should be forcefully in support of Peter Obi. Spotlight on Peter Obi says, Wike pays different TV stations to air live broadcast of the flag off of the dualization of a road in Ahoda East. What a waste. During his address, he told them to vote the person that they were told to vote to ensure the completion of the road project. What a coward. Peter Akwa, Unango Green. And Kevin Oldan says, I hope all of you enjoyed Wike's live band when it was a trendy thing. The fight for Southern presidency is on. The emperor is working overtime. You can see a snapshot of a conversation alleged to have taken place during a meeting at the instance of Governor Wike, telling them to vote Tinubu because he's the only candidate that has the interest of Rivers State at heart. And the last comment there is from Ade Razak, says, politicians are something else. Shettima is the same governor that worked against Wike's directive on WAEC as junior education minister. Shettima ignored the directive then, and it led to the Chibok girls kidnap. Wike is now backing same man and Tinubu. Interesting. Well, away from the brouhaha and all of the robodion happening on social media in terms of politics, one of our finest actors to have ever come out of Nollywood, Sita Iheme, popularly known as Popo, yesterday celebrated his 41st birthday. And I'd like to show you 5 selected clips of Popo to show you why he's one of the GOATs in terms of Nollywood. We'll start with this first one.
You can have this for your transport.
Thank you very much, sir. This is 50,000 naira.
No, it's all right. You can have it. Thank you. Don't worry.
Thank you very much, sir. God bless you.
Oh, God. This girl is an epitome of beauty. Why did I even tell her there's no vacancy?
Well, if you think that's all that there is to show you, you're in for a ride. Let's take a look at this other clip where Popo was being Popo, of course, in Nollywood.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come and show them you have moves. Come and show them. Let's see your moves. Your movement. Your movement. Hey, 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 Zaku. Let's go. Hey, hey, hey.
Well, you can see both Aki and Popo there, who defined for many of us our childhood. Watching them on the screen now, from thinking that they were actually children up to now knowing that they're actually in their 40s. Let's take the third video for you from Popo.
Good morning, class. Good morning. The title of my citation is Together, and it goes this way. Together, under this weather, here in Bagada, we are gathered with the order. Waiting, there he comes, with Okada, with Matilda, the sister, even Lovina, my lover. No, that must be Amanda, the mother, with the father, the warder, even the brother, the barber, on Okada, with another, yet another, heading for the border, eating banana, smoking marijuana, as Obama, Ahala, oh Osama, see Wahala.
Oh, well, Popo has always been a wonderful actor. Let's see if we can take 1 or 2 more videos to wrap it up and wish him a very happy birthday.
I was supposed to be defending that animal standing there. Chris, you are in court, Mike. Pardon me, my lord, if I apply any unprofessional words.
Okay, pardon me, my lord. I don't know if we have one more video. I don't know. Do we have one more video? No, okay, let's take one last video for it.
I have the sketch already. So by this time tomorrow, I'll have made an artistic representation of this creative work of master of creation. None of them is as beautiful as you. Come on, Barbara, looking at you when I was doing this sketch, I felt like I was in a transcendental realm, doing a highly divine commission painting of a celestial element. The living angel, Barbara. Your beauty is good enough to make even an imbecile an artistic genius. Come on, believe me when I say all this. I love you.
Wow, if you use Popo's lines today on a woman, I'm sure that she would, in no time, for you? Well, remember that Papa is the king of memes. If you go on social media, he's everywhere. He has the video, he has a meme for every occasion. And I wonder how he managed to do that. I wonder how much of script was written for him and how much improvisation he did. Well, happy birthday, Osita Eheme, also known as Papa. That's where we leave the show this morning on Spring Trends, the midweek edition. I'll be back tomorrow to give you some happy birthday news. Someone else is celebrating their birthday today. But on behalf of myself and every other person on the Morning Spring Show, we want to wish our very own Nengi Ernest a very, very happy birthday. We wish you long life and prosperity in good health. My name is Emmanuel Ujadikele, and I'd like to leave you with this video coming up from a particular state where property was destroyed. And I'd like to tell you that ahead of the elections, no matter how frustrated you are, please shun vandalism and shun violence. Have a lovely day.
So this is the level of destruction. They've destroyed everything. Burnt down my 2 ATM machines. They burnt them down.
This is robbery. This is all the outdoor units.
All the outdoor units, the compressors, everything.
They removed it.
They removed it. Everything.
They removed it.
They removed it.
All the pumping machines.
They went into the pumping machine. They burnt down up the pool cars. Everywhere, looted everywhere. My diesel tank and the generator burnt. Everything. They stole the pumping machine. They went there, the 2 pumping machines, they took it and they burnt everything. They burnt it down. So we are trying to put out the fire. So this is fire coming from inside the toilet, inside the building. So nobody can go in now because they've burnt down the branch. So nobody can go in. Look at smoke. This is smoke coming out from the toilet upstairs. This is smoke coming out from the marketing units upstairs. They burnt down everything. Everything. We tried calling the fire service. Nobody responded. So myself and my GROs, we are trying to put out the fires ourselves. The 2 ATMs have been burnt, destroyed. They drove away 1 pool car. They burnt it to ashes at Sterling Bank, in front of First Sterling Bank there. That's where they burnt the pool car. Burnt down everything. The man trap door, everything destroyed. They burnt it down. Everything destroyed. This is the other pool car. They vandalized everything and they destroyed it. Took away all the AC outdoors. Took away everything.